Hello, Belle Valley Bombers. This is Mr. Romero. I'm a fourth grade teacher here, and this is my father, Mr. Romero, as well. He is a beekeeper, and we're going to teach you a little bit about bees. I'm actually going to learn a little bit more too. So I'm going to ask my dad some questions, see if he can give us the answer about his bees. So first of all, Dad, there's the beehive, right? And there's
Yes.
three. I heard there's three different types of bees. Can you tell us about the most important one?
Okay, well, the most important ones is the important one on here is the queen.
The queen bee.
Yes, if you don't have a queen, they're all gone.
What's the second most important one?
Well, the second one is the worker bees.
Okay. And what do? They just go get the honey?
Well, they do a lot of stuff.
Okay. Are they male or female?
They're male. I'm sorry, female.
Female bees. Okay. So there's a queen bee, which is the queen. She's the most important. And the worker bees are female bees. Sorry, there's some bees flying around already. And there's one more, right? These are the male bees, I assume. And they're called
They called drone.
the drone bees?
Yes.
Okay. So there's three different types. There's the queen bees, worker bees, and the drone bees. Okay. And how many eggs can the queen bee lay?
Every time she lay eggs, I don't want to say every day. Every time they lay eggs, it's 2,500 eggs.
So about 2,500 eggs that the queen bee can lay?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. And that could be every day if they did it?
If they did it,
Wow.
it's 2,500.
That's
yes.
a lot. And so I heard a fact. You tell me if it's true. I heard that to make a teaspoon of honey, it takes... How many bees does it take to make a teaspoon of honey?
It takes 12 bees to work all their lives
Whoa.
to make a teaspoon of honey.
So 12 bees working all their lives, they would make a teaspoon of honey?
Yes.
Jeez. Okay. So I imagine like a container this big would be, I don't know, like 100 bees or more probably?
Whoa,
Jeez,
thousands.
more. Thousands. Okay. All right. So moving on to the next thing. I know that there's two things that bees get from flowers. And what are those two things?
Well, they get the nectar
Nectar and...
to use it to make honey.
Okay, so the nectar they use to make honey.
Yes. And the pollen to spread to other plants. This make them one of the most important insect in the world because they help the fruit and vegetables to grow.
Okay, so the pollen that they spread to other plants is good for the other plants because it helps them grow. Oh,
Yes.
wow, okay. Which is we eat like vegetables and stuff, which we eat, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, lastly, now let's talk about honey because that's what bees make, right? That's like they're
Yes.
famous for their honey. So honey is good for us, right?
Oh yeah,
So
really good.
It's good for us. And if you put honey in a container, how long could it last?
Oh, they can last forever.
Forever?
Yes.
Okay, wow. And can honey be used for something else instead of eating it?
Oh yeah. If you get a cut, you put a little honey on it, and it helps to heal.
Okay, so like your cuts, okay.
Cuts or burns.
Or burns.
Yes.
What else?
One of the important things that honey helps is for the cough
Yeah.
and
So like sore throat
or
or
yes.
coughing. Okay, cool.
Yes.
So there's a lot of different things that honey can help us with. That's awesome. And now, so now my dad is going to show us a little bit about. He has two beehives here. One of them is empty, and one of them contains bees. So we're going to look at the one that doesn't have any bees yet, and he's going to show us the honeycombs that they built last year, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
Well, one thing I'm gonna say before I show that, if you saw a honeybee, don't kill them.
Mhm.
You better run away from them because honeybees are important for our
yes.
I'm gonna say for the whole world, you know.
Yeah, and they won't really do anything, right, to
If
you.
you don't bother, they don't do nothing. But
Okay.
if you bother them,
So they're important.
you will cry.
right? Yeah. Okay. So he's
So
going to
now
show
I'm
us
gonna show this.
the honeycomb that they made last year. So here's one. These obviously do not have any more honey inside of them, right?
No, there's nothing in.
But my dad made these wood frames, and you can see there's some string here so they can have some support. But all this my dad did not make. This was all work from the bees, and this is where they kept their honey, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And to build all these boxes in here, take them, I'm gonna say 3 months.
3 months.
Yes.
And they're just going in and out, right? Just working.
Yes. And every time I want to collect honey, what I do? Okay, this I'm gonna try to get a different one out.
Okay.
Maybe an empty one. Okay. Yeah. Every time I want to collect honey, what I do? Come in here, and I also forget something. Where's my smoker, Peter?
Oh, the smoker is right over here. This is a very important part to collecting honey and being a beekeeper.
You gotta have it this, because if you don't have it this, you will get stung by the bees, and you don't want that. So you put a green grass inside, and then you put a little fire, and this is the thing to give it air, and the smoke coming out in here. So you go close, and what you do, you do the smoke like that, and then you get this thing off.
What does it do for the bees? What does it?
Well, make them be calm.
Calm.
Yes.
That way they won't be mad at you. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Because I don't
Okay.
want them to be mad with me, because they get mad because I'm still on their honey.
Yeah.
Is
You're
why.
bothering them. Okay.
So now, I guess I'm gonna hold the camera because I'm gonna show
Okay.
the
So-
inside of my real box, which is over there.
So at this point, we're gonna hand the camera over to my dad. I'm not wearing any beekeeper gear. He is, as you can tell, so no bees can get him. And just to be safe, we're gonna give it to him, and he's gonna open up the actual hive that has bees, and he's gonna show you guys a little bit. So I'm probably gonna run away while he opens up the beehive. So I'm gonna hand it over to him.
Okay, so I'm in here. I think they got a little mad because I don't have the smoke. This is the inside. And I know they're mad right now because I opened their box. And they're flying around me right now. You can see they're flying around me, but they don't do anything because I got all my clothes on me.
Hey guys, this is Mr. Romero again. I had to run away a couple times. The reason was, you can't really tell that much anymore, but as you can tell a little bit, my dad has some bees on top of him right now all over his body. I mean, I can't even get that close because they start attacking me. So he says that some people consider the bees that go after you, some people call them warrior bees. They're kind of like the designated ones to go get after the whatever's attacking the group. So yeah, and there he is. Had to stay a little farther away from him.